It's one of the paradoxes of the information age that whilst half the world is overwhelmed by a rising tide of information, data, facts, speculation and opinion, the other half is deprived of the essential information and know-how required for development and tackling urgent social and environmental problems. Bridging this gap has been an integral part of Powerful Information's mission over the last 20 years. We aim to understand local needs in poor communities, to locate relevant and appropriate information, and then to work with and through community groups, teachers and opinion formers to see that this information is put to good use to educate, inform, and of course empower. We've carried out projects in more than 20 countries, free of charge and without ceremony. And we've continually refined and honed our approach to improve delivery. Let's start in Nafaji village in the north of Sierra Leone with a women's learning circle, one of 16 Powerful Information helped establish. This is our welcome. It says more than words. More than 90% of the women in this region cannot read or write because of war and extreme poverty, or early marriage and parental discrimination against girls going to school. These are subsistence farmers and petty traders. They can now write their names, read simple sentences and count money. And they understand about healthcare, hygiene and nutrition, and their rights as wives, mothers and citizens. The group used to meet under a tree. Now they have their own learning circle with a thatched roof, where they study 3 evenings a week, and they are proud of what they have achieved. Education has raised their confidence and changed their outlook on life, and it's begun to bring about change in the community. They now insist on their children going to school. Powerful Information is concerned with giving people the confidence and skills to take more control over their lives. This is not about handouts and charity, it's about helping people to help themselves. We also raise public awareness of threats to people's livelihoods and the environment. And we do all of this with and through local partners. We have programs in West Africa and former Eastern Bloc countries. Lack of education and access to reliable information blights the lives of millions in Africa and the developing world. It condemns people to hunger, back-breaking work and constant worry, and all too often an early grave. It denies people their rights and contributes to the spread of preventable disease. In Eastern Europe, we're working with groups concerned with the plight of rural communities, where poor health, depression, family breakdown and alcohol abuse are prevalent. Communities are fragmenting, and the young are leaving in droves to seek a better life. Ours is a lean, project-led operation, coordinated by a small core team and supported by a board of trustees and a team of volunteers. We have a small office with remarkably low overheads. This structure allows us to respond quickly to changing needs. And we can punch above our weight because we are an integral part of a close network of partner organizations. We're currently working in Sierra Leone and Ghana, and in Albania, Moldova and Ukraine, and supporting local people in paid employment. And through our partners, we're working with community-based organizations, farmers groups, youth clubs, schools and colleges and local administrations. Indeed, we make a point of visiting our beneficiaries regularly to ensure that we understand their situation and concerns and can monitor their progress. So what have we achieved? We've helped empower activists in dozens of local organizations and improved information management, communication and advocacy skills. Some of our partnerships go back more than a decade. We've helped provide an education for more than 2,500 women in Sierra Leone, and education and skills training for over 100 blind men and women, many of whom were surviving by begging. We've helped train over 300 teachers in former Eastern Bloc countries and encouraged and supported over 70 environmental projects in schools. 12 in Romania took first prize in regional competitions. We've worked with dozens of villages and town authorities to improve understanding of environmental legislation and best practice. And we've raised public awareness of policies and practices that perpetuate poverty and social injustice and damage the environment. We're also proud of the information systems that we've developed which enable us to manage, monitor and report on such a diverse range of community and capacity building projects. Of course, we would have achieved very little without the skills and experience of our partners who supervise and manage projects on the ground. They know how things work and they understand the culture and the local politics, and this is vital. Our team's main contribution is project development and strategic planning, and providing training and coaching, especially in information management, and in monitoring progress and reporting to donors and meeting our statutory requirements. We raise the bulk of the money we need for this work from trusts, foundations and agencies, over 40 since we started, and we've received donations from kind and concerned individuals. We consider our grassroots, bottom-up approach to international development to be highly cost-effective in lifting people out of poverty. This is our contribution to bridging the information gap and helping people in disadvantaged communities create a better future for themselves and their children. As Gandhi said, better to light a candle than to curse the darkness.